Hey, hey guys, it's CD here. Back again after a very long time. Sorry for yeah, but I'm gonna try and make this whole thing without as much, chatter and all that kind of stuff, because and everything. So I've even got a script and everything to the side here. So if you see me looking over there, it's because I am trying not to catch myself from rambling too much. Okay. But today's one lab we're going to be doing is we're going to be configuring a Cisco 877 series with the configurations will be first we'll have to authenticate not only connecting to the terminal but also accessing privilege mode. But then also from there we will create a VLAN, and then from there DHCP server, and then finally, hopefully, if everything works according to plan, we're going to connect a device to this so we can show that IP address has been released to that device. As I said, hope things go well. Okay, enough rambling. So first we're going to go to PuTTY, and as you can see here, it goes SSH, serial, others. For now, we're going to go to serial, and it's going to say COM1. To find out which COM that you're supposed to be using for the serial line, I go to Device Manager. So you can type in here, Device Manager, but I don't have to do that because I already have it here. And then I scroll down to ports, and here it says COM3 is the one that we're using. Okay. So just change COM1 to COM3. Everything else stays the same. Open. Let's go full screen. And we're going to have to wait for a second, or we can be impatient like I'm going to be right now. Just press enter a couple times. Then finally, well, not finally. Now we finally started our lab. So has started. We're going to go EN for enable. Then we're in the T for the actual configuration terminal. And then finally, not finally, for the, I'm going to stop saying finally. We're going to change the host name because it's a lab, we're going to call it not collab. So you can see it's been changed there. From there, we're going to go enable secret because, as I said, we want to make it secure and everything. So from there, we're going to go enable secret. And for the secret, we're just going to call it happy because this isn't an actual environment which can call it happy in all caps. Find out which put no, we can't put it root because I think that's a violation of. So it's just going to be happy. Then, so we can hide the password and we can save it securely. We're going to do enable secret passwords. Password encryption. Password encryption. So dash encryption. Sorry, I made a mistake. 1 second. I'm just sorry. It was service encryption, but I'm sure you guys are kicking me in the face or something. Password encryption. Yep. And then from there, we're actually going to make it so that once I connect to it, we're also going to have a password as well. So this one, remember, the actual privilege password is going to be happy. So the enable secret password is happy. And then line 0 password, line console 0. So you see that when I enable, enable anything, password would be work. Okay. Now we're going to do login, exit, and the password has been saved. Okay. So now we're going to do VLAN 10. We're now in the VLAN interface. From there, we're going to call it, we'll just call it sales. Aims sales, doing caps. And then, yeah. Sorry. From there, we're gonna exit, and then we're gonna go interface or int VLAN 10. It will have to be one word for this one. And then from there, wait, just to make sure that you guys are, you know, as you can see, configure VLAN there, whereas it's configure interface here, right? This the thing. And then we're gonna do the gateway. So it's IP address. For this one, we're gonna do 192.168. We'll pull it 10. It'll be 10. You know, on the nose kind of thing. But this is the default gateway, and it is a Class C IP address. So it'll be 255.255.255.0. Okay. And then since we've got that, we'll have to remember in every single time whenever we add an IP address, we have to turn on the actual port, which is press no shut or no shutdown, whichever one you prefer. And then from there, we exit. And then from here, we now have to actually configure it so that the interface that it's going to be on is going to be fast Ethernet 0. So we have to go int fast, or we could do actually let's do the whole word for this one, because I actually don't know if the abbreviated version works. So we'll do fast Ethernet 0. Yep. And then we'll get that one, and then we do switch port access. Let's just switch port. Yeah, no, root access. I've always found that replicating these, because I think I have 3 877 series routers. So I've done this once before. I wanted to do it again. I posted on my LinkedIn. I will also add my LinkedIn if you guys want to follow me. Oh, you find any good job? You can slide somewhere. But yeah. So then we'll just do switch port. Then we have to link VLAN to the Ethernet port, fast Ethernet to VLAN 10 as well. Because as you remember, we created VLAN 10. We've given it the gateway of 192.168.10.1. So now we actually have to connect fast Ethernet to that, and then we'll do the next is going to be the actual DHCP server creation. That takes a little time, especially if I make a mistake. Well, we're going to check everything all at once. Okay. So it's going to be switchboard access to VLAN 10. Yep. Beautiful. And then again, just go one shot, exit, and then finally, we're finally going to do the DHCP creation. So the IP DHC. Sorry. It's always, my brain is that of a peanut sometimes. But yeah, so we'll do DHCP excluded IP addresses. For spell. Did address be 192.168.10.1, and then again to 10. So those ones in this case will be like something like the printer and the device. Well, first the actual gateway has to be excluded, obviously, because that's a static IP address, and then things like printers and all that kind of stuff, those things have to be static IP addresses. So I'm just blocking out from .1 to .10. So those won't be included in the port, right? So then 10 to 10, awesome. And then from there we'll go IP DHCP pool. Sorry, the camera is actually up there, and my screen is down here. So I hope this is upgrade. Then pool, and we'll call it just VLAN 10.sale or hashtag sale or hashtag hyphen sales. And then from there, as you can see, it's already changed. We'll go network 255.255.255.0. Just saying that this is where we wanted to be starting from. This is where we want to start from. And then next we'll actually configure the default router or the access gateway. You know, 292.168.10.1. Sorry, let me move the mouse out of the way. Yep. And then from here we have to do the DNS server. For this, just use Google's IP address with the 8.8.8. Sorry, those are the wrong commas. 8 sugar, sorry. DNS server 8.8.8.8. And then finally, domain name would be sales. Yep. And then finally, we just exit this. And then finally end. Just give it a second. Takes a little time to load. Now we can just be yapping. I'm joking. You just press that. So from here, we'll show that hopefully everything is working. We'll show IP interface brief. As you can see, fast Ethernet unassigned, but yes, it's up. Awesome. And VLAN 1, yes, always going to be up. Don't worry about that. VLAN 10 up. And you can see the default gateway is here. Up. Beautiful. Then we'll show DHCP, show IP DHCP, cool. Hopefully, we'll see ours. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And if we look here, something's wrong. There we go. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Now, I'm going to pause it one last time, and I'm going to plug in the device. So I have to pause it and do this. So I don't want it to be looking around while I'm moving around and all that kind of stuff. Okay, back again. I didn't want you to see me plug it in, and actually I found my phone, which was behind my laptop. Blind. Well, I'm not blind, but I'm sorry. But as you can see, in doing so, after I plugged it in, saw line protocol on, interface VLAN 10 changed the state to up, protocol interface in fast Ethernet has changed to a state of up, which means luckily it's been shown. And now, just gonna press enter again, and now we're gonna go to show IP DHCP bindings or binding, which just shows that what IP addresses have been, you know. As you can see, automatic, awesome, username, we don't need to worry about the username, but the IP address is this. Amazing. But first, we can also look at the interfaces. So it's manual. As before, I remember it was unset, and now it's actually manual. If you want to scroll up and check if I was correct on it being unset as well. Just scroll up here. I know it's manual before anyway. Sorry. Before, sorry, it was down. Now it's up. Which just shows, okay, yes, it worked out in the end. And we'll also go into DHCP pool just to show everything's good. Oh, good. And now the next one in the index is going to be 192.168.10.12 because I checked on the device and its IP address using ipconfig is 10.11. So just the next one up. It didn't randomize whichever one's going to choose. And Yeah. So as you can see, hopefully I wasn't too crazy with my talking and rambling and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it has been an absolute pleasure. Have a great rest of your day and thank you so much. Bye bye.